Peoples of the universe, please attend carefully. The message that follows is vital to the future of you all.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Vital to the future of you all. Here we are in my beautiful, it's so much more high-def camera that I had before on my new computer. I have it running. Oh, my God. This thing has changed my life. It is so much better. So I got a little bit of lighting to brighten up. This is without lighting. That's weird. I'm going to get something better, right? It's just a lamp I got there right now. But they don't let you control the camera settings, right? So there you go. But man, there is a lot to talk about. Oh, yes, indeed. We got these, I think, reasonably credible rumors to go over. I'll explain to you what. They're actually several rumors stitched together, which is normally the way, right? So I think, I think we'll see McGann. Yeah, I think there was a big hint this weekend that we'll see McGann, right? So I think that is going down. What else? I got weird on my home life. Boy, weird stuff's going down. Going on vacation on Thursday, right? I've actually just got much more into the idea, so I'll tell you where I'm going in a minute. So, but I'm going to be away on Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I'm back for a stream on Sunday, right? I was thinking of staying an extra day, but man, okay, I'll tell you the whole story. Wait, it's coming, and it's painful. It's a painful story. Yes, it is indeed. Not as painful as my son in the army, right? My son. Okay. If you're not Israeli, right? If you have any connection with the Israeli army, you will know their fearsome reputation is a bit of a joke. It's like the army is run by 18-year-olds it's run by 19-year-olds in charge of 18-year-olds. That's essentially what it is. I mean, it really is. It's 19-year-olds in charge of 18-year-olds. They're not bad, but it's like, it's chaos. I mean, okay, I'll give you an example. Protection is everything in Israel. And I got a first-hand view of what that is. It's really cool, right? So my older son, when he went in, he didn't have any. He didn't have protection, right? For anything, he was just very good, right? My older son is like everywhere he goes, he's like Joseph. He really is. If you ever read the Bible, Joseph, wherever he goes, he's an insane success, right? And it's not like he's lucky. He just works very hard and is very clever and charming, right? So right now he's in Florida as a diving instructor, having a good time, right? Good for him. And his boss is like, oh no, Reuben, stay another year. What are you going to college for, right? No, he wants to go and do some kind of engineering. It doesn't matter. He'll be successful at it, whatever it is. But he went in the army and he worked very hard, right? He worked hard, and he's a smart boy. He just moves up. He moves up the ladder. And by the time he left, they were begging him to stay, right? They say, look, Reuben, here's a truck full of money. They would, oh man, the Israeli army, if they want you, they never negotiate with an Israeli. You're going to lose. Like, no, Sid. No, Sid. Sid, Shev Bachasha. Sid. That's it. That's the golden tongue. You want to watch out for that. So what do you want? You want to leave? Why? You go to school? Good. Go to school. We pay for it. We pay. You want to go good school? We sort it out. That's how they negotiate. And you're like, well, okay, then. Just 8 years of your life. And Emma, no problem. Just sign. You want a car? I give you a car. And that's what it's like. And you're like, oh, okay. But they give you insane deals. Like my friend is he's in this like incredible program where he's in school and then he's going to do 3 years in the army afterwards. But he's going to be so set when he comes out of that, he'll be able to walk into a high-paying business job. So, but anyway, I digress. So they try to get him to stay. He's like, no, my son knows himself, right? He knows what he wants. I've got a lot of respect for my son. Got a lot of respect for all my kids. So he's like, no, I want to go to school, and he takes 6 months off, and he's doing this now. But he, because he rose in the ranks, right, and he was like, they begged him to stay. He was a solid soldier for him. He was in the tank corps. Now my younger son's gone in, and oh man, that was a whole Gunther Meiser. Like he doesn't test well. Bless him. He's actually, it's only in the last 6 months he's come together. Beforehand, he also gagged like like everything was just like, oh, right. He was a massive stoner, and it was good for him, right? It really was. Bless him. About 6 months ago, he really got his life together, though. So good for him. And he really came together. He's got his girlfriend. Oh, they're gorgeous together. They make each other so happy. It's so sweet, right? I would love to see him get married, right? I would love to see it go the distance. I'm going to tell you, I'm a bit big romantic. So he's going in the army. He has protexia, right? No, he has protexia, right? Finally, so he goes in. He's going into the tank corps, right? Now, tank corps, you get 3 options where you're going to go. You're going to go to 404, 188, or 7. Yeah, you don't want to go 7. It's the one place you don't want to go. 7's like, there's the stun tanks. Yeah, you know when you see them all lined up, that's 7, right? The cool tanks basically are split between 404 and 188. Both of them say they're the best. I tend to believe 404. That's what my son was in, right? So anyway, he goes in with his best mate. All right, a good friend. Like knowing somebody going in the army is a big difference. They're going together. He has super protexia, right? They have massive protexia. His brother was even higher than my son in the army, right? And he was in the last like real war in Gaza, right? He was in his tank for 3 weeks, right? And he was like a real commander, right? And it's weird. He's like Ben Affleck, right? I'm sure he's killed people, right? You can always tell. I'm sure he's killed people. He's getting married soon, bless him. He's been changed man since he's been engaged. He's so happy. It's so nice to see him happy. Bless him. He's much more relaxed now, but he's like Ben Affleck. He looks just like, if everybody needs Ben Affleck when he's drunk again, get this guy. It's the same thing. Okay, it really is, right? And he'll be like, yeah, okay, I'll do that. So they go together and they put them in groups of 3, right? And they both know, and we say, look, schmuck. When they say what you want to do, say 404. 404. Repeat it back to me. 404. I didn't really do this. It's like something you should know, right? So, and they both, right? So they said 404. They put them in groups of 3, and one person in the group of 3 says 7. So they all get drafted to 7. So here's the funny thing. This is how protection genuinely works, right? This is crazy. So it's very good friends. There is his best mate that went in, right? Okay, imagine the Jewish Betty Crocker, right? It's like it's hard to explain this how this person's like somewhat like someone cosplaying a what you imagine by a settler and an angel that I put together. The Jewish Betty Crocker, right? I think that's the way to describe. Very sweet, right? Never says a bad word about anybody ever, right? Always calm, cool, collected, right? Yeah, okay. Minute she hears that her son's been drafted in 70s, he's like, mother, what? She's like, okay, people are snapping to attention, left, right, across the Israeli army, right? It was like a maneuver from it was like the raid on Entebbe. It was crazy. People had to go in and talk to different officers. This is 19-year-olds in charge of 18-year-olds, right? Who stupidly didn't say, no, I'm not going to 70. Ain't your bloody mind. Anyway. So then they're like in the morning, like 6 in the morning, they get woke up. Hey, you two, over it. Sit there, right? Don't say anything and shut up. Sit there, right? They're like, and then they come and take his mate, and they come with me. Where just go? It's like, what's going on? I said, he's going to 404. I said, what about me? We take you, sir. It's all gonna be good. You sit, everything nice. When they're nice to you, you gotta worry. But so then later that night, we heard from my older son, who went, "Oh, what a surprise! Passed another exam." This kid is like the opposite of Arnold Rimmer. He is Ace Rimmer. Yes, he is the Ace Rimmer version. He really is. And also, he heard from his friend that he saw my other son, my younger son, when he's in 404. So yes, that's how the Israeli military works. It's all because one angry mother was slightly ticked off, right? I know that's how it happened. And people snapped to it. Yes, they did, and quite wisely so. Okay, it's one of the people I really don't want to upset. It really is. Yeah, there's a few, but definitely she is at the top of the list of people I don't want to upset. Anyway, so that's what's going on. Secondly, we're having remonstrations about going on vacation. We had this place booked out in Miami. Let me have some JPEGs. I'm telling you, my life is so freaking changed being able to like use my computer fully, right? Being able to like open and close things without really blinking, right? It's so freaking weird to me. Let me try that again. There wasn't. There we go. I had to open it in one window. I'll show you what we got coming up, which is quite a lot, right? So I got to get a lot of content ready. And tomorrow night, I'm doing a fun thing. So we actually could have gone away tomorrow night as well, right? And I was like, oh man, we're going to be in the center of this like hustling, very cool city. And it was all this like, here, we'll go and look in Google Maps, right? And second. Anyway, so this is happening tomorrow night. Star Trek Strange New Worlds Season 1 retrospective. Hopefully Dan's going to join me, and also Keith. Keith Hills from Keith Isles from British Isles is his channel. He reviews DVDs and Blu-rays and the such. He's a Star Trek expert, though, right? So anyway, yeah. By the way, I want you to know the respect I have for Strange New Worlds. I broke out a Star Trek font, right? Look at that. Look at that. Original series font. Thank you very much. Woo! Look, we all thought this would be painful crap too, okay? But isn't it a good thing? This felt like real Star Trek? Yes, it did. Somebody sent me a link of an article where I think we might look at it, saying like, the picture was, hey, why don't we do like Star Trek? And it's like, yeah, okay, we'll try it. Everything we've done has been a huge dud. Why don't we try Star Trek? I mean, it's called Star Trek. You wouldn't have to rebrand it and think, some people say they like it. They're just weird. We got this coming up. I did this on a live stream about a week ago. But again, it's like, okay, I'll tell you exactly what this is like. It's a very specific reference. If you ever read V for Vendetta, there's a bit where it's about a genetically altered terrorist who becomes hugely charismatic, essentially, right? In a future well, it was at the time future fascist state of England. So it was like 1990s being told in the 1980s, and it was it was like a post-apocalyptic. There was a nuclear war, but because we got rid of the bombs because of CND or whatever, didn't matter though. Like fascists took over essentially, and so it's after the the final solution of everybody. Anyway, so there's a bit in it. So they do. There's a diary of a woman who's working in a like genetic laboratory, like doing experiments on prisoners, right? On the people they're flushing down toilet, which one of which is this character V, right? So he has this whole elaborate plan how he breaks out, and it's like he becomes like more trusted. He is able to request like different components, like he's because he's gardening, so it's like certain bit, whatever he wants, right? He arranges it in little piles in room. They're like, I think it's weird, but okay, it's good for him, right? So they didn't realize he's making like explosives and mustard gas, right? So there's a scene where he breaks out, and she says, and you only see him in silhouette, and he's one of the heroes you never see his face, and it really works. Right, you only see him in silhouette with flames behind him, right? And she said he looked at me, right? He looked at me like looking at an insect, right? So that's what it's like looking at a Chris Chibnall episode. It's like, what? Ew, that's weird, right? And the more you look at it, the more fascinating it is. It's just like, I told you that was a very specific analogy, right? Thank you very much to Alan Moore. But that was, but it really is, right? You just look at it, you're like, gaze at it in fascination. And it's like weird, strange idiocy and revulsion and lack of depth. It's and like how it gets made. It's just a mystery, isn't it? It's so unprofessional. I mean, this is the episode where the Doctor goes back in time to help her friends who are on a crashing plane, not by inserting a program into it that they could land it easily, right? And the way she triggers it by putting a bunch of cryptic messages bolted across the floor, right? Until she can give a cute little song and dance program and say, and be, oh, I get up, oh, I'm so funny, me. Ah, make me laugh. Oh, they always say I'm the funniest one. I always party. Yeah. do you let them finger you? I do. Yeah, that might be the key of your popularity, right? I don't know. I'm not saying that happened, obviously. That's what we call satire. Yes, I am less than 20 minutes in, and I am fingering Jodie Whittaker as satire. Of course, that would be the subtitle of the stream, right? Fingering Jodie Whittaker in satire. Darling, it's only ever going to be in satire, let me tell you. Actually, I'm doing a little slow rewatch of Mad Men right now. And there is this like weird seduction Don Draper does in this season, which is way more about power than sex. It's so weird, right? Where he's like seducing someone's wife and it's like negotiation. It's so bizarre. Anyway, but much more enjoyable than Spyfall Part 2, which is an annoying piece of shit. I think it's the way of describing it, right? An annoying piece of shit. Not sure. Did I talk about doing this review? Where is this book? I put it away. Freaking gorgeous. Oh my god. Look, Brian Talbot, he's cracking on a bit with this one, though. There's a few pages in it where you go, wow, he wanted to get this one done quick, right? This is not the old Brian Talbot that we know. Most of it's gorgeous, right? It's in a beautifully overbound, hardback. It's so worth it. It is so freaking gorgeous. Listen, it's the third of the Luther Arkwright books. If you read the first two, you're probably going to want to read this one, right? If you read the first one, give the second one a go. It's not as good as the first one, pretty good. I liked it. If you read the first and second one, what's wrong with it? Yeah, go and buy it. If you never read any of them, read the first. It's awesome. Now, if they bring this out, a reprint in an oversized edition like this and hardback that matches it on the shelf, and they put like the two volume, the first and the second volume together, right? The color one and the black and white one together. It's all black and white, which I find very, very gorgeous. The second one they did in color, and it was gorgeous. See, the second one. You're going to see the life arc of an artist with the Luther Arkwright series, as well as it being very, very good, right? I like the hero. I like the world. It leaves it with lots of mystery as well. I like that. It's just good, right? It's very, very good. It's a recommend. What else do I have thumbnails of? Sam, that one I haven't recorded yet. This one is this one's awesome, right? This one I was going to do on a live stream, and I said, okay, I'll catch up and do it as a video. It goes on for about an hour. You can't believe how stupid it is. It's wonderful, right? Mark your calendars for this one goes out. This is certainly a vacation wonder. I recorded one today about Screen Rant. And their ideas for pilots. They're like, really? One of them wasn't bad, but it was just his fan fiction, right? I got to do a thumbnail now of like maybe Robert Hardy or maybe Robert Hardy is Sablon Glitz. Robert Hardy or Danny Dyer. Danny Dyer is Sam Longitz. Glitz, your Stitch son. Sam Longitz. Glitz, Arthur Daly in space. Little dodgy baby. We got to look at the season 2. Look at what it is. We're going to stitch together these rumors, which I think do indicate these are the most likely 2 we're getting back. Rusty Davis has always displayed a real love for the 7th Doctor and Ace, and always wanted to do more with them, right? If he's doing multi-Doctor, it's almost guaranteed we're going to get a 7th Doctor, right? And we're doing multi-Doctors. David Tennant basically said it. I mean, like, and then Paul McGann dropped a hint as well. Yeah, I think, look, we're getting Meet the Beat. I think we're getting fan wank, right? I wouldn't be surprised if we don't get Richard E. Grant in as the Shulker Doctor, right? I mean, they're available. That's what it's all about. I mean, look, I've heard no rumors of this at all, but I think, what's his name? John Pertwee's son from Gotham, right? He could totally do a 3rd Doctor, right? Tim Treloar could do it, I guess. I mean, like, yeah, you'd have to like cosplay him a bit. David Bradley could be the 2nd. Stephen first. What's his name? Patrick Fraser Hines could very easily be the 2nd Doctor, right? I think he'd be more believable than either David or Michael Troughton. Michael Troughton, I mean, I love his performance on the audio, but he's a bit fat. What can I tell you? Fat bloke to fat bloke, mate. You know, I don't want to tell you. All right? I see Fraser Hines being a much better choice on that one. Like, what happened, Doctor? Oh, I've had all the buns. I mean, it's more like Billy Bunter. It won't work, right? But, you know, I think that's well. But I think Sylvester McCoy and Paul McGann will go into the rumors. I mean, also we're hearing Paul McGann as well rumored, right? We will go into the rumors. Yeah, so we got that. We got Westworld to talk about. Me, I love it. I know it's almost certainly the last season. They left the door open to a 5th season, which I think will be interesting. For me, the story has reached a satisfactory conclusion at this point, right? Yeah, and it's really dark, and I loved it, and I loved how dark it was, and I loved how clever it is, right? I don't care if you haven't seen it. I'll talk you through it. You don't really need to know anything from this one. I'll talk you through it. This is just a really interesting story that you should know. All right, and it really is. I get no freaking views for it, right? And my views die down instantly, right? When I do the recaps, it's this thing I think I love, and I think you should know, right? I really do. Yeah, I'm so sad about Raised by Wolves. But Westworld, if this is where it goes out, it's beautiful, right? And I actually feel the obvious continuation they set up somewhat, parenthetical. It's like it's Doom Messiah to Dune, right? Having said that, I really hope they make Doom Messiah. And believe me, if they make this, it's not through a lack of funds. This is they could do anything, great, and they look like they're doing anything, right? I think Beat the Meat was Meet the Beat was an amuse-bouche, right? Of what's to come. Let's have a look at who's at the chat. Who's what's to come? I hope I haven't been exciting you too much. Jordan Lee, how are you? Have you seen the trailer for House of Hammer? I started watching it on your recommendation, thinking it'll be some kind of like Hammer horror thing about Hammer. And it's like a house show that's like a horror show. And I was like, I'm not that interested, right? I didn't get through it. I got through 30 seconds, right? I didn't give it a fair shake. I will persevere, maybe. Jonathan Cox says, afternoon, how you doing? Mr. Jacqueline Hyde is here. How are you, sir? Good morning, fellow Earthlings. Oh, one second. Let me get my wife. Can you send me the address again. Doink, doink. I will show. We will look together when I'm going on vacation. It's the central Jerusalem, right? And if I could stay another night, like, thing is, I could go tomorrow night, but I really want to do the stream, and it's like it's a whole pain in the ass to get there tomorrow, right? It's a bit short notice. But I do like the idea of like hanging out in the city and like going and getting like, I don't know, French fries or falafel with my wife. Like that. I just like that idea. Like I haven't had a vacation since before COVID. I'm really looking forward to it. So anyway, when she sends me the address, I'll show you where we are. Because it's like, ooh, it's all kind of fun stuff. I like fun stuff. She cried. Jonathan Cox is here. Do you like fun stuff, baby? I don't charge extra. Really? That's what you always want to hear. We love you long time. That's what we like to hear. Mr. Jekyll and I. That's how I would describe my humble podcast to you. Me love you long time, right? Me love you long time. I don't hold back, baby. I do not. That's actually true. The Sun Rangers is here. How you doing, Paul Tosin is here. Mark the Vicar is here. Mellow Yellow, baby. That's me, baby. I'm just worried about acne. Agnes just wild about me. Darren M is here. How you doing, Darren M? Thank you for joining us. Lonnie is here. How you doing, Lonnie? And Mr. On Comics, thank you for joining us. Here we go. Did it jump? It did just jump. Let's see if anybody was saying anything to me. No, it was okay. Yep, in a smile worry. Look. The way I see it, civil war is inevitable at this point, right? The Biden government can't back down. Listen, there was Tim Pool floated the idea that if Biden says, "Look, temperatures are very heated. Let's move forward together as a nation and let bygones be bygones. We're one people, we're stronger than this, and pardon all the January 3rd people, January 6th people." And just at that point, his approval would skyrocket, right? He will go from like 0 to hero overnight. His base won't have it. They would freak out. They're like, no! Revenge! They scared us. They can't be allowed to exist anymore. We must destroy. That's really where they are. There's a primal terror. They can't back down. And look, it seems to me this FBI office fucked up, and they just said, "Come on, we'll get Judge Pedo to sign off. He'll sign off on anything, right? Here you go, Judge Pedo. Thank you very much. Here's the 12-year-old. If he gives you a hand job, it's his own decision. Okay, very good, sir. Whatever. Like, you can tell because the story changed every freaking day. Said, what? White House doesn't know. We can't comment. Don't know anything about this. Merrick Garland says, I don't know. Merrick who? What Justice Department's that then? You what? No, I don't know. Last Thursday, mate. Right? And the next day he says, it was absolutely me. Completely I did this. Red-handed governor. What? Okay, then he's like, we are going to be so transparent. Super duper duper transparent. Really? Yeah, because Trump doesn't think we'll be transparent. So this is 4D chess. We're going to be transparent. 4D chess. Civil war coming now. So the super duper transparent, we're going to be so. And Trump said, okay, be super duper transparent. Release the affidavit and the warrant. And like, fuck off. We'll release the warrant. We've released the warrant. Warrant's released. Oh, we've released it. It's out. Where's the affidavit? Fuck off. What? We're being transparent. Shut up, communist. Arrest him. Okay. What? Oh, here comes the IRS. So they can't back down. They have to be like, so you have to lean into this now, right? So they have to indict him, right? They have to go. Like, it's impossible for them not to, even though they could actually gain victory, but they're so insane. They would totally win the midterms, right? He would turn everything around overnight, right? He'll be seen as the greatest president, and like the people, Tim Pool's like, well, they'll feel good about winning. I'm like, they won't back down. They're crazy, right? This is the problem with Zygon invasion, Zygon inversion. What do you do with somebody who's crazy? They won't back down. Like, yeah, the ISIS Zygons wouldn't back down. They wouldn't be like, oh, okay then. Good speech. And it was a good speech. But they'll be like, fuck you. You know, or, as they did. You know, how do you feel about modern day death effects? I like they tried to reinvent the Ice Warriors thing. Well, there you go. I like that, but they it just didn't really work. The like scrunched up person thing. Yeah, Google Maps. Got the address. We'll have a look at Street View. We'll go there. We'll start there. Doink. And 1 second. I'll share the screen. And we'll also get back to more of the chat. I've only got 5 minutes in, I think. Share screen. Window. No, Chrome tab. It is. That's the one. That's the booger. So, right. Okay, we're in the really cool hit bit. Well, Mahmoud Hood is a really cool hit bit. Where's the... Let's see what... Oh, I smoked... Whoa, there's a headshot right there. Oh, listen, it's fate, mate. It must be fate. How do we get to Street View? Come back. No, over here. Come on, there's a way to get to Street View. Is it this one? Layers. Okay. No, Street View's fun. Oh, they don't have Street View. This is where they have Street View. So we're there. No, I thought they do a Street View. Hang on. If I go here, how about over here? Aha! Here we come. Okay, we're in Haredi. We're in super Religiousville. Really? Oh, this is cool. Well, we're not far from there. Yeah, we'll move me up over there. Zoom in. So, how do I get me over there? Oh, there we are. Okay, this is... I don't think I'll find it hard finding a synagogue. Okay. At me. What the hell? Okay, but it's supposed to be nice. My wife was there. Well, synagogue's right there. Yeah, let's go back. Well, let's go to the smoke shop. Let's see that. Where's that? I don't know. All right, so yeah, we're like right where the cool stuff is, but I'm in the back streets. Yeah. How do I go back to the map? I'll go close this. Then we go zoom. Malka Israel. No, where is it? Where's the fun stuff? Hang on. That doesn't look. That's not where we were. They take us to the wrong place. Ah. No. Okay, Mahmoud Yehuda is cool, but we're not there. Yeah, Mahmoud Yehuda is cool. There's lots of very good eateries there. Okay, yes, yeah, Jaffa Street there. Here we go. Well, that doesn't look right, does it? That looks like just where we were. Let's go over here. Pick him up. No, he's supposed to come here. Come here. Oh, we're in the market. Well, yeah, this is where there's supposed to be lots of cool restaurants there. I was trying to take to them. Hang on. Oh, this is not as easy as I thought it would be. I'm about to give up. Hey, where was that thing I just saw? Hamotzi. Jaffa Street. Where'd it go? Oh, there you go. Although that here, I'll show you where my wife wants to go. Here, 1 second. Yeah, stop that. Anyway, we're staying in like a cool part of town for a few days. But where's the no, not there. My wife sent me a link. So we go. She wants me to. Oh wait, what's after that? Oh, here we go. Share screen. It is. Is this it? No. I think it might be it. Let's try that. There you go. So it's this place where there's live music, but you eat outside, right? And all these different all these different restaurants that you can eat. But there's you get free live music out there. Man, it looks really cool. I am looking forward to this. What? I like the food. But then I saw there's like a chip bar. I'm like, oh man, give me a bit of chips. But yeah, this looks like we're gonna have fun. Anyway. Oh, can't wait. Vacation. Doink. Okay, let me get back to the chat. Share screen. Yep. Fine. Where are we up to? Jacqueline Hyde. I've said hello to you, but I'll say hello again. There is two of you. Smash the like button. Hulk smash. Hulk is pussy now. That is true. New Horizons is here. The New Horizons 1 is here. Dan is closing in on 1,000 subs. Yeah, his channel should be much bigger. It's a great channel, but he's coming in a time where it was like real throttling, she cried. And not the fun way. PD Rich is here. Don't try that at home, kids. Listen, I don't care how good that coming is. It's not worth being found hanging, in your closet, like, with your pants around your ankle. There's probably your kid's going to find you. It's not worth it, right? No matter how good that coming is, it can't be worth it. But maybe it is. No, it's not. I mean, this is how I would do it. Who are your masters? The Cyberman breaking through the doors, and Cyberbleeder turns around and says, "So we meet again, Doctor." Oh, that'd be nice. I like that opening. That'd be very cool. Rossi Davis didn't need to make a catchphrase for Cyberman. They already had one with excellent. Well, what's his name made that more than anything else? The actor, not Alan Barnes. What's his name again? Cyber leader David Banks. Oh, there you go. Oh man, and also we Spurt Twee. I don't know what that means, but it isn't. Congratulations. DC is here. How you doing? I need to play Metal Guitar Rising. I don't know what we're looking at, but okay. McCoy is very underrated in my. Yeah, it's great. Original School of Dragons. Sean Pertwee said he'll never do it. Listen. Sony back. J-check. Exactly. They're like, it's a homage to your father. If he wouldn't do it, somebody would do it, right? Tim Trelaw would be fine, frankly. Like he put a wig on him. It's okay. He's tall. Just fill out a little bit. Be weird. They're threatening Trump with death penalty now. Do they seriously want a second? There's not. Oh yeah. So look, basically, at one point the push will come to shove. It's probably. I would be surprised if they let him take him into custody, right? If his civil service doesn't like step in as like an armed conflict, right? That seems to be the flashpoint, right? I mean, at that point, I think. They're basically banking on they're being too scared of there being a civil war, right? I don't know. I mean, people are being shocked into silence, so that there is that. So I don't know. I don't think it's possible. The only way it's going to avoid it is if if the right wing completely capitulates, that they will avoid it. Rabbi brought you in glorious Eurovision. Listen, it's getting better. Listen with the light off. Golden shower, Rabbi. Golden shower, Rabbi. The rabbi from another planet, brought to you by Golden Showers. Yes, kids, don't do it at home. Cyber controller. Excellent. I like the golden shower. No, gold! That's another thing with bad. It's not really gold. It doesn't matter. I want to die. Not excellent. I'm still alive. That sucks. I just got pissed on it. I didn't die. I thought I would. Never mind, cyber controller. Your flesh is a relic, a mere vessel. Hand over your flesh. A new world awaits. We demand it. That was Nightmare. Not Nightmare. What is it? The second Cyberman one, where Trigger becomes a Cyberman, or the Chief Cyberman, and that looked very cool. I got the action figure of him in the chair. That chair is freaking awesome. He pulls the bits out and dun, dun, dun. Yeah, that was awesome. More of that, please, sir. Who else is here? Not that far behind, like 15 minutes behind. Okay, see, they're releasing season 2 Blu-ray. We're going to look at that first. I got the video trailer. When I catch up with the chat, that's our first story, right? I am excited about that. I feel the Zygons fell for the doctor's speech. Is that the Zygons aren't that bright and they rely on cloaking them any kind of influence? Yeah, I don't know. I just don't think that they were clearly meant to be ISIS, right? If they're meant to be ISIS, ISIS would never be like, oh, okay then, right? ISIS can be beaten; they can't be reasoned with, right? That's and also when they're on a losing side, they lose a lot of the support and the personnel. DC said that. Let me see who else we got here. Whizzing through, she cried. We're back to the golden shells. No. To the cyber leader. Man, you see that John Barrowman, they're bringing back for that. I better be up for back that. Do you think John Barrowman? I think he's more of a giving golden shower than receiving myself. Maybe both. I just see him being happy in all things. Like, hey, it's like a water park. Yay! I think he's being into that. I mean, listen, God bless him. I just see him being a happy little soul. Let's do slip and slide. That I can see that. He's always been entertaining. Where are we up to? Doctor Want to Know it's a rumor. It might be true. It might not be. Directly speculation. But yeah, but at this point, McGann apparently hinted recently. Yeah, exactly. We're going to look at that soon. That is true. Said. There you go, Doctor. Who, what, where? How are you, sir? Sorry, I missed you. I just saw you being replied to. What? She cried. Indeed. John the White is here. How you doing? I believe John the White has an article coming out soon, which will be of great interest to the world, as all his articles are. Finally researched. Don't get this crosshairs, okay? That's it. It's like the woman at the beginning of this the show tonight, who moved the entire Israeli army because the idiot son wouldn't say no. I don't want to go into. I want to go into 404. 404, baby. I think my younger son still do well in the army. He likes working hard. Got good work ethic. He's much funnier in Hebrew, right? He always cracks people up. But he's really sweet. He's a really, really nice boy. Jay McGarren, the Invasion episodes 1 and 4 had a great animation, I think. I like those too. I don't think they've been equal. Well, they spent more money on them, essentially. Obviously, it got to a point where what's acceptable. Now, I thought it worked with Evil of the Darkness. I thought that was the best one of this batch they've done. I found them all acceptable, apart from Fury of the Deep, which was like, yeah, okay. I mean, what's name's coming out? I'll get that. I'm like, well, yeah, okay. But season 2, I'm up for that. I haven't even looked at the press release yet. I have no idea what's going to be on it, so I am excited. America Riding Betty had a character that was identical to Trump, had his ideals, and said, "Make America Great Again." Game made in 2013. Look, the Simpsons predicted this as well. Shonra animation was pretty good too. I agree with you. I would love if they just released a Dave Levine version as well. See what the fuss was about, right? Put toe to toe, right? Unhinged. Did I miss it? No, I'm afraid you did. I meant already mentioned Cybermen and Golden Showers. So it's all downhill from here. So look. I just want to say this is it without the light. With the light, what can I tell you? Disappointingly, they're not doing animated vision of Dalek Master Plan. Yeah, I know. Although with those ones, I wish they would do a Dave Bradley reconstruction. I will be up for that. 1 second, wrong thing. Video file. Doink. Let's have a look. The Storyteller. Live reaction, right? I haven't seen this yet, right? Probably Pete Mateague did this. I guess. We'll find out at the end. Good font. They use the right font. That font is, I'll tell you what that font is. Grotesque 1.3. I'm glad I spotted that one. Pete Mateague, go for it, Penny boy. Nice, like it.
Once upon a time, I was lost. Stranded on a distant, dangerous world.
Oh, this is freaking gorgeous. Okay, nice.
An orphan with no hope of rescue. And then, in the most unlikely of places, inside a battered old police box, I found a home and a family.
Oh, this is awesome! Oh, I can't wait to look at the stories and see what extras they got.
There was Ian, dashing and smart and heroic. Barbara, brave and determined. Stephen,
oh, we're going to get the chase. Awesome.
Intrepid and curious. And then there was the doctor. The wisest man I ever met, whose eyes sparkled like the night sky, whose temper burned like the sun.
I agree with it. It's a bit cringy though, right? I like it. Look, it worked much better with David Tennant. I'm sorry. I like it a lot, but it's a bit cringe.
Travels took us across the universe to fantastic worlds.
Doctor, look!
And miraculous civilizations.
We can travel anywhere and everywhere.
I can't wait to see these in like high def. Oh man.
The distant past.
The Romans! Oh, the Romans is fantastic. That's one of the first bootlegs I got. Oh, what a wonderful story. So rescues Romans. Does this have... Well, I guess it'll have Dalek Invasion of Earth as well. Ooh.
And the far future. Joining those who fought for freedom.
By the way, I like the updated special effects. They did that from the original release. But the TV version of Dalek Boomon logo, you're right, of Dalek Invasion of Earth is so much better than the movie version. It really is. It's crazy how much better it's written.
Battling those who spread terror. Each adventure made me who I am. And eventually brought me here. To my new family. In the end, our lives become stories. And in the telling of those stories in verse, song, or sculpture, we keep them alive. And good stories should live forever.
Tell me another one.
Your mother used to get tired of my stories when she was your age.
I don't.
No. You don't.
Again, look, it's no better or worse than the Perry one. It's just, it's nice. It's nice. It's just a bit corporate video cringy, you know. Let's see if this is Trouble and Strife. This might be important. Oh no, it's America. Let's see. It's got to be a cold call. Hello? No, she is not. It's a voice. Those voice things are very clever. I say they earn their money making them.
Which one would you like?
Is this one to Vicky? I thought there was something happening in Big Finish later. I don't know.
The Daleks.
Again?
Tell me about Dracula and the Daleks.
All right then.
Do the voice. Do the voice.
Exterminate! Exterminate!
Doctor Who.
You don't like the new logo, but
Season 2.
Oh, was it? Love the cover. Meddling Monk. Oh, yeah.
Doctor Who, the collection.
Nice cover. Nice. Love it.
Season 2.
Well, let's have a look at this great wonder.
Classic episodes newly restored for Blu-ray and packed with special features.
So let's go back to the very beginning of the story of Doctor Who for a history lesson from William Russell, the man who...
Oh, wow. Okay, these are great. Matthew Sweet, Lefty Lovey, wonderfully entertaining. The interviews are wonderful. There's 3 on the season, was it 23? Was it 22? The Colin Baker box set. It was season 22, I guess, or 23. 2022 box set.
Ian...
So these are wonderful. These interviews are they're so respectful and loving and probing and interesting.
Chesterton.
We did, as a little group, gel very quickly, and we used to try and have lunch together. They became very grand.
Are we talking hampers from Fortnum's?
That sort of thing.
What do you make of that, Doctor?
Jackie Hill worked in a chocolate factory.
The Cadbury's.
Wow. Were they in love, Ian and Barbara? And look who it is. Maureen O'Brien.
Oh, there's 2. Excellent. Okay, these sets are really fantastic. They're expensive, but worth it, I think.
So what spirit did you go to that audition in?
Never thinking I'd get it, but might as well have a go.
The late Donald Tosh, script editor, said that you'd once said to him that his script isn't flipping Shakespeare, only I don't think he said flipping. That was his
I haven't changed.
We had to make the programme as if it was live.
That's how it felt.
We were allowed to break twice.
The director had to be so on the ball.
I might, on a good day, have broken 10 times.
It was like doing a theatre performance in a way.
Collectibles, memorabilia, and merchandise. Wow.
This is great. Oh, Emily Cook. Okay, I like it. Listen, I'm up for this.
Look at all this stuff.
This is only one of 2 known to exist. I've actually been offered £8,000, which I turned down, obviously.
8 grand.
$8
You were offered 8 grand.
Who was the man who story edited the first 51 episodes and helped to
Fantastic content. Oh, man, I am so game.
shape the mythology and the characters of the programme?
I can't stress enough how important.
Again, Tomodoki, great contributor to this range and the DVD range. Clever, fun, entertaining, insightful for like navel gazing geeks like us, right? It's like, I can't believe there's so many people like this shit, and it's so well done that they can make it. But I'm glad that they can.
David's influence was in those early days of Doctor Who.
I do think he should have been given much more credit than he did. In Neon Lights.
So it's not just a case of writers going in and out of fashion. This is an active sort of blacklisting.
Now you're talking.
Right from the beginning, they were terrific.
He's rather exciting.
Nice,
Oh my God, what is it?
Looks like you after a night out.
No one ever saw it
Wait,
looking
who's
as good
that?
as this.
Oh my God.
Okay, so we got like Maureen O'Brien, Peter Purves, and what's her name? Susan, whatever her name is. Right? Okay, nice. What's that bloody Carol Ann Ford? There you go. The geriatric contingent number 1.
God, what is it?
Looks like you.
Okay. That's Wendy Padbury sitting in for Peter Day. Peter Day's like, fuck off, I'm not doing that one. No. Look, I'll do Colin Baker. I'm not doing... No. I got some self-respect. No. I'll do the next one. Okay, fine. So we got Wendy Padbury, who's like, I'll do anything anytime. No problem. Yeah, I'm never busy. Wendy Padbury with Janet Fielding, Sarah Sutton. I mean, just like, what? Like, what? Why? Why are you doing that to yourself there, darling? It's weird.
After a night out.
No one ever saw it looking as good as this. I mean, the picture that we've got there is 10 times better than they ever saw in the gallery.
Yes.
I love Bonnie Langford, right? Bonnie Langford has aged well. She aged like a fine wine, right? Sophie Aldred, listen, okay, you're in with Jodie, I understand. You think it's cool. You don't understand why everybody's being mean to her. It's because she's shit, right? That's all. It's not because we hate women. It's because she's shit, okay? If you had a woman who wasn't shit, we would have been fine with it. But she's shit. It's not our fault that she's shit. She is shit, right? Okay. I'm up to date with the chat. Oh yeah, fine. Sophie Aldred, yeah. Jodie is shit.
Yes.
Okay,
Oh,
good.
that's better. Ah, good.
Missing episode reconstructed, Jacqueline Hill interview footage, Dalek invasion in Heart Sound, and more. I wonder what episodes are missing.
Believe it. London 1965.
Doctor Who, The Collection.
Isn't it marvellous?
Season 2 is available to pre-order now.
Rice paid Paul. Lee Bynes is really doing a good job with those covers. I wonder how this trailer's going to go. Will it bring like more modern fans in? I mean, it's great. I'm really happy they're doing it. Looks beautiful. It looks absolutely beautiful. I can also make my own covers, you know, and this is probably the last one with that logo. Probably, hopefully. Yeah. Okay. Fine. Let's have a look. We'll do Doctor Who episode guide. Doink. Chest drain. Chrome tab. Let's have a look. Season 2. So Planet of the Giants. Well, yeah, they have all that one. Yes, they do. Or was it a reconstruction? No, they definitely have that. And okay, Dalek Invasion of the Earth, they have all of that. Rescue Romans, Web Planet, Crusade. How are they reconstructing that then? I wonder what the... Hey, okay, let's have a look. See if they say it anymore. Because Crusade's one of the best best stories of that time. Who season 2 Blu-ray? Okay, we allow your cookies. Give you. I know it sounds fluffy, but okay. Meddling. I mean, there's a bunch of great stories. Exclusive audio comedy. Learn how the recovery of the lion. The missing episode was returned in 1999, with 3 of the heroes responsible for returning it. Convention footage. Enhanced soundtrack. Watch Dalek Invasion. The Dalek Invasion Earth with enhanced soundtrack. And also got the new effects, which really I love that. It really was in era. Infotext HD. Where's reconstruction? Find recon. The missing episodes have been reconstructed using off-air photographs. The original, so it's a telesnap. Okay. While remaining episodes have been newly remastered with the best available sources, these classic conventions and never. Yeah, listen, it's great. Fine. Let's see if we have a date for it yet. Look at Amazon, and I am so buying this. I mean, I think by the winter. I mean, okay, look at the stories we got here. Oh, I forgot. Sorry, I thought I was looking at the. I moved the window. Fine. So they got to make the 2 episodes for the Crusade, which is an excellent story. So here, let's see what we got. Planet of the Giants. I really can't even remember that. Let's have a look at it. I mean, I think that was just it felt like kind of a filler story, right? It felt like okay, it felt like something left over. It felt like it was treading water until it got to Dalek invading Earth, which was epic, right? And then after that, I mean, Planet of the Giants might be great. I just don't really remember anything about it. But then we had the Rescue, which was really weird. It's just a weird story of like abuse and not very nice abuse. And Vicky becoming Gonzalez, and you see Hartnell. That's where he twinkles up a little bit more. He's like a little bit lighter with Vicky around. It's weird, but yeah. So then you have the Rose, which is just such a fun, silly little story, right? You got Nero like horning over Barbara all the time, and why wouldn't he? Obviously, I don't know. Yeah, okay. You know why Barbara's so insanely hot? That because she is genuinely a powerful woman. That is a powerful female character. Adam Warlock is here. How you doing, Adam Warlock? How you doing? Yeah, I mean, like, I think it's more her strength that makes her hot than anything else. Because she is super hot. Don't get me wrong. Web Planet, it's just bonkers, right? They're just like, we will try anything. Right, and then you do Crusade, which is like Shakespeare. It's gorgeous. Oh, I love the Crusade. Then Space Museum, and you're just on this weird. You got that weird time track thing at the beginning. There, now they're looking. Then they were like trying to work out what they're doing. This is where they started trying to tread water, I think. Right. Then he did the Chase, bringing in Stephen, and the Time Meddler is a great. Time Meddler is a great, new stepping up a little bit. Man, this is a great season. Yeah, I am so buying this. How much do they want for it again? Let's have a look how much it is. £50. I think it's totally worth it. I think it's £50 totally worth it. Can't wait. Cannot wait. And like another gorgeous cover. I mean, aren't these gorgeous? Lee Binding. I know. I make my own covers using these images. I mean, you use it to with the real logo on it, right? So that's just evil, right? It's just evil. They need to sell generic covers, and they would sell, right? They would totally sell. Fine, right? I think yes. I think yeah, that's a recommend. That is a recommend, isn't it? Let's have a look. See what's doing at Big Finishville. I think something's going on over there. Dalek sale. Oh, let's see what they got there. Let's see what they got on sale. Out of time, it's not bad. $8. It's not really that big of a saving. Genocide Machine, meh. Apocalypse Element, double meh. Don't buy Dalek Universe expecting fucking Daleks. Don't get me started, right? Okay, these are brilliant. Oh, what a run. Mutant Phase, Time of the Daleks, and Jubilee. 3 really good Dalek stories. Very different. Oh, for £2, totally worth it. Juggernaut's okay. Terra Firma, I don't remember Fear of the Daleks. Blood of the Daleks, too expensive. This is very good but $19 I think is still too expensive. Dalek Empire, yeah. This is so worth it. These are two. I mean, I'm tempted to buy these just to have them on the download version as well, so I don't have to like keep the discs. Curse of the Daleks is fun. Yeah, the stage play, that is fun. 7 Keys of Doomsday, that is fun. Because isn't that fun, I should say. The Greatest Adventure is fun. This is good. One of the Unbound Doctors with David Warner of blessed memory. Any of the Daleks I don't recall. Patient Zero, I think I remember being quite good. Plague of the Daleks was also very good. $4, yeah, I'll say yes to both of those. 4 Doctors was good, but you can't buy it apparently. These are too expensive. $4.50 too expensive. If you want to sell the season for $20, that's what you can do. The Elite is not bad. I Davros for $10. That's not bad. That's reasonable. And these are, I think these are a bit too expensive. Well, they're not bad, but they're not bad. Dark Eyes are all good, obviously. This was good. Masters of the Earth, again, $6.50. It's a bit of a pinch. I mean, they're fun hearing the Movellans. $7 not bad. This is good though. Only the Monstrous, the War Doctor, that's very good. Okay, these are worth buying. These are all $12.50. That's worth buying. As is Susan's War, $16.50. That was actually very good. Master of Earth Part 1, you can get it apparently. Alien Soul Dalek Heart. I got to re-listen to it, but I remember it being quite good, right? And I think this is the one with John Colcher. No, I don't. That was okay, but there are better ones. This is good. Only the Good, a War Master. Time War. This was that was disappointing. They only had Michael Jason in the last episode. It's a bit like he should have been the theme of it. These are okay. I haven't listened to this. This is very good. Right, yeah, this is very good. The volume 6. This one's excellent. I do recommend this volume. $20 for that as well. For 2 excellent stories, I agree. Yes. Shadow of the Daleks now. Avoid. Don't bother. This is a bit much. But it was not bad. Both of these aren't. I mean, $7.69 for the that actually that isn't bad at all. It's not a bad story. Yeah. Okay. That's what I recommend. Dalek Universe. Piss off. Just piss off, okay? Yeah. Idaris is good. Yes, you can buy the Dalek War, Dalek Empire, but you can get them as a bundle. It's cheaper. Muscle was quite good. Yeah, that's it. Ultimate Adventure, $2.50. That was fun. Stupid event. Did they have the trailer for that? Yeah.
Doctor Who, the ultimate adventure.
Those flying things, they're coming back. Too late, Doctor.
Our love is strong.
Cybermen, forward.
Everything you wanted.
Too late, are we? We'll see about that.
Take the prisoner to the high security area.
We obey. And when you left the pain within me.
I'm sorry if there's been an interruption to your career, but we've got more important things to worry about, like the survival of the planet.
Wait. We have to stop this for an important interjection. What was it? Dorothy Declan said, wait, what? Barbara Hott? Yes, Jacqueline Hill is so fuckable. I'm sorry. Yes. Oh my God, she's super hot. Of that first TARDIS crew, yeah, and you had the choice, okay? Black and white Doctor Who, let's say Hartnell, right? A black and white. Okay, fine. Who would you want to sleep with most in the Hartnell era? That Polly's pretty up there. I bet Polly's, but no, Jacqueline Hill. She is the much better fuck. I'm sorry. She is much better in bed. I don't speak from experience, but she seems very clever. Whereas, Polly, very nubile, I guess. I mean, like, Vicky really is too young, right? Vicky really does come out as a school kid. What do you want out of me? So does Susan. And she's always like screaming, no. It's a snake. No, it's not a snake. No, you want a woman. Yes, absolutely. Abso-bloody-lutely, yes. May I remonstrate with you? Anyway, let's get back to this. She cried. Come on in.
Fortunately, I speak their language.
And they're really nailing how shit and 80s it was, but I loved it, right? This is lovely.
What are your plans for the Doctor? You do not need to know.
They should do like a bonus extra and have Tim Treloar do the Doctor dialogue and do an edit so you can get the Pertwee version as well. Right? Why not? I mean, money, obviously. But yeah, I mean, I saw it, but I saw it with Pertwee, not Colin Baker. So, but yeah, it's just fun.
I will follow you.
The Doctor is our enemy. He must be destroyed. The Doctor must be brought to us alive.
Whenever you need me, you just got to call my name and
I can't anymore. Stop. You win. Oh, enough. Oh, I'll still recommend. Let's have a look at the news. Torture Soho, Leave Me Alone. We've got a new War Doctor coming out. Don't really care about Torchwood at all. Is there anything? Who's writing? Oh, yeah, got Robert Valentine's writing like an epic, which I quite like. Listen, this has been a great series. I really hope you support it and we get more of them. Right, I really, really like it. It is worth checking into. This month's have been a dry month of Big Finish. I'm not getting UFO. Like Ed Straker sounded more fun on TV, and I was never that into UFO. I'm so not interested in Colin Baker and the beautiful, wonderful women who are fantastic and brilliant at everything, and then one goes bad. Right, I'm not interested. This is a masterclass on how not to do representation, because I'm sorry to be harsh, I really am, because people work hard on this, but like Ruth Madeley's character is from what I've listened to, right? I've tried your sample episode, right? And she just seems to be a one-dimensional angry person in a wheelchair, right? She seems defined by her disability. Problem being said, he saw Ultimate Veteran Wimbledon Theatre with Pertwee, and we were probably in the same place, right? I saw it there as well, right? I got to meet him after. Yes, me too. He's wonderful, right? But yeah, so it's not working. I'm sorry, and you don't have the good feeling anymore. I'm going to try on things I don't know, so. Jekyll and Hyde is probably good. Again, it's just like we've lost the good vibe, right? I am getting the Ninth Doctor Adventures. This sounds kind of fun. It's with here. What are they doing with this one? Doctor happens upon an unusual outpost and discovers it to be uninhabited. To save Salvatore and he must rally the people, and he finds it be about to be annihilated. He must save everybody from whom a war on an alien is an alien concept and protect the future of the Sontaran race. I like him doing being with Sontarans, right? The more you put him with classic Doctor Who, the better for me, right? And generally speaking, this this series has worked for me. It's been directed by who is it? Helen Goldwyn. And it's you can really do feel her influence, but that I feel fits the character of this Doctor. Yeah, I'm out of the Gallifrey, got out of that a while ago. The reboot's not bringing me back. I'm sorry. It nearly did, right? But I saw your writers, and you got not the best. I mean, Lou Morgan's good, but it's not the best talent, shall we say? And you're putting somebody there who on it also is very elitist, and I just don't like elitism, right? I'm not a fan, mate. Not a fan. Next month, I am getting the Bernie Summerfeld, the last one of David Warren, probably his last work. 10th Doctor Classic Companions, couldn't give a shit. Was thinking about it, couldn't give a shit. John Dorney, Lizzie Hopley, Roy Gill. John Dorney one might be okay. I just don't care. I don't care. So it's okay, that sounds good. We've got Leela and K9 with the 10th Doctor. That's okay. Doctor and K9 enter a virtual world and they find Nyssa. And it's by Lizzie Hopley. And Ace investigates new technology company. Seems too good to they meet Doctor and K. Yeah, not really. I mean, if it gets good reviews, I'll check it out. Maybe. I do want to check out what's the new one. What's it called? Let me just look up. BBC Audio, Doctor Who. Yeah. See if I can pull up the latest one. Oh, do they have it? They don't have it by. Oh man, God, this goes on forever. No. Do you have it by date? Oh man, they're on Probe now. Bloody hell. No. Original audiobooks. Let's try that. So this will be Second Doctor. No. Well, this can't be it then. You know what? I could look up over here. We'll look in Doctor Who magazine. Pocket Mags. .com here. And when I open up, I will share the page. Oh, so maybe log in. Now, fortunately, okay, I allow consent. Yes, I consent. Use me. Use me like the bitch I am. Yes. Yes. No. Yes. No. Okay, a bit. That's it. Remove from studio. Doink. That. Share. Chrome tab. Doink. Open this up, baby. Let me just check it's got the right thing up. There you go. Yeah, I know how to read it. Doink. Where is it? New issue comes out in a couple of days now. Here it is. The Resurrection Plant. Plant. So written by Will Hadcroft, right? So this is an idea he had for one of the new adventures. But, this is a whole new... I hadn't really paid much attention to this range. It's read by Fraser Hines, and I do miss the Companion Chronicles, right? So how do you find that? Hang on. Let me do... close that. And that. We'll do Doctor Who. Doctor Who, the Resurrection Planet. Can you only buy it from Audible? That would suck. I don't want to, because that it's always a pain in the arse to cancel your thing. It's like, I don't want Planet of Fire. Audio book. Fine, I just put audio book. Doink. Audible. Is it only on Audible, really? Here, let's try this. Let's see what Amazon says. Audio CD, audio, but I don't want to buy it through Audible. Okay, 15. That's expensive, man. See, that's how Audible gets you, cunts. Leave me alone. Here's that. Listen.
I thought you said it was lunchtime. Jamie chided as he shut the door of the TARDIS. As was his custom, he was wearing 18th century Scottish Highland dress, complete with kilt. A long brown fringe met a somewhat vacant facial expression. Cool air nipped at his bare legs. He was addressing a small...
1 second. I thought I was sharing the screen. Yeah, 1 second. I mean, I guess I'm doing the same thing. Oh, no. Try that again. I guess we heard it. Okay, fine. Okay, here. Let's get to these rumors. So yeah, fine. Let's so we done the Blu-rays. Very good. Okay, we got the Tennant thing. I got a link for that. But here, let me open this up. Fine. Fine. Okay, not over there. So we have to go to over here. Doink. Doctor Who page. Always an interesting spot to hang out at. I have to say, always interesting stuff going on there. Yeah, Bill is calling David Tennant 10-inch. That's a little bit. Okay, so we got that to look at, and this. So fine. So let's start with this. Yeah, I got some links as well. I do actually sometimes prepare this. Where was it? Oh man, I got lots of them. Okay, let's do this one. Fine. So we've got a couple of things there. Let's go over there. Fine, let me share the screen. Share screen. So this is on the Doctor Who page. Paul McGann on Petrol returned to 60th anniversary under Russell Davies. You know what? I'm ready. I'm kind of hoping it happens. I'm kind of assuming it's going to, right? Why? Because David Tennant has been talking. What has David Tennant been saying? 1 second. Let's see. I've got to share that screen again. Doink over here. Look where we're up to. Okay, my wife sent me a 4-second message. I wonder what that means. Okay, we'll look at that later. There we go. David Tennant is very excited about his role in the Doctor Who 6th anniversary. You're right. So he was talking at the convention this weekend. Okay. Just get background. Okay, here we go. What I think is interesting about the fact that Catherine Tate and me have been filming, you see, because we're slightly unfortunate or fortunate in that we're filming scenes that were in public, so they had to be admitted to that we were in it. So for the most part, the filming with other people has all been inside. So there is lots of more things coming than people think. Yes. I do believe that's probably the case. I do indeed believe that's probably the case. In that they were filming some scenes that blah 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 blah. So there's a lot of people coming and things very exciting. So as far as I know, no one has figured out quite what Catherine and I are doing there. Yes, we know it's impossible. What? There's lots of ideas. No one's really figured it out. That's true. I think there was a lot of theory, a lot of speculation, but I'm excited to be able to see a tiny cog. We are in Russell's great machine, and I believe that's the case. Right? So listen, even if it's not, it's great for him to big things up. The thing that on Russell E. Davis' mind, if we could have a ferret around in there, it would be very exciting. I know what he's now in charge of Doctor Who again. That's very exciting. And I know I'm not allowed to say much about that. That's true. See, that just sounds more like secretive and exciting, right? But yeah. So we got that going here. What's that? I got another story as well. I can pull that here. Maybe put this over here. So that mixed with that, and then let me go back to where was I? Go over here. There you go. That's what I was looking for. So mix that up with the here we go with the Paul McGann story. Plus, okay, David has spoken about 600. Okay, so yeah, he's saying there's more coming. Rusty Davis has banned. How do you get rid of? Leave it. Go away. I'm gonna go back to Doctor Who page. By the way, the end of Better Call Saul, freaking awesome, right? That was awesome. Yeah. So yeah, look. So he's saying more stuff's coming. He's saying I'm coming. Okay. Rusty Davis keeps saying that he likes the Sylvester McCoy era and wanted to bring that sort of stuff back. Put it all together. I think it's likely. Also, they banned making Big Finish from casting new actors as the Doctor, which is how they came up with their War Doctor thing with Colin Baker, which is actually very good. This was if you're looking at the screen, this is a fan campaign, which I thought was kind of a cute pastiche. I thought it worked. No full spot spoilers. Haven't seen it yet. Thank you for saying it, because it's really clever. It's okay. I will talk about it next stream. It was beautiful. I really loved it. Right? No spoilers. It was really, it's exactly what you wanted for the character, but you didn't realize you wanted it. Right? It was really genuinely beautiful. I loved it. I absolutely did adore it. So I'm looking forward to you watching it. I'm glad I read the chat. Right? So here we'll go to Big Finish. We'll go back to Big Finish because that's where the next story is. So next week, starting Saturday, BBC Radio 4 Extra is airing free David Tennant audios, right? And they're free, and they're actually pretty darn good. So they're with the Catherine Tate ones. Hang on. Which ones we 73? Sort by oldest first? Yeah, maybe. So there you go. Technophobia is the first one, right? I think you're getting these three. And it feels very much in season, right? It actually feels like it really see the problem and the benefit and the problem with this series is that they feel like fill-in episodes. I mean, episodes where they had like a full budget, but it just feels like they're inconsequential, right? So yeah, free for free. It's you'll be able to stream it on Radio 4 Extra. But so here, let's listen to the trailer. The opener was pretty darn good, as I recall. They're all good. Actually, this whole little box set is good. Go on. There's no trailer at all. There you go. I think it's loading now.
Coming soon from Big Finish Productions. Doctor Who, The 10th Doctor Adventures.
What is this place?
Calibris, brilliant place. An entirely mechanical planet. Catch, hitch, fuel, fix, buy pretty much any kind of transportation in existence. This M-Pad's a massive leap in user-friendly tech. Meadow Digital's ahead of the game on the chipsets. Quadruple core nano circuits and a sleek, sexy designer package. Ultra thin. Look.
You're talking, but it's all geek to me. Can we go?
I suppose.
So, as I recall, this fit very much into the technology of 2000. The 2008, 9, around there. I can't remember what it was, but I'd think, oh, that's very topical 10 years ago or whenever they did it. Obviously, David Tennant and Catherine Tate are perfect, sparkling, like they've never been away. Again, I mean, these are not indispensable stories, but they fit seamlessly. They really fit very, very nicely. 1 second.
Robots running amok. Donna, we're on.
Remain where you are.
Bex, grab my hand. Go, Donna. One of us needs to. I can't.
Come on, if you're coming. Don't want a dislocated shoulder for nothing.
Do not run. We require test subjects.
And the good thing about, again, if you've never tried the audios, this is a great entry point as well. But it feels like you really the soundscapes they get very well, right? It really feels like you're inside a 10th Doctor story.
Ah, there it is. Vagabond's Reach, Tavern of Taverns, most feared social environment in the galaxy.
You've never been up Sugar Hut on a Tuesday.
You don't know everything about me. Ready?
Is this the front door? They don't even have bouncers.
Yeah, basically, think of them all as bouncers.
Stay still!
Watch out!
Oh! Thanks!
Nowhere to run, stranger!
You know, this actually get me more in the mood to listen to the Donald Nova series, Stranded, which is really fun.
That table is virtual. Doctor! What is happening, Doctor?
I'm hanging on to your banner, and there's a skeleton around my neck. Oh! Oh, that has definitely never happened before.
Big Finish. We love stories.
What are you saying? They fizzled in somehow, like the TARDIS?
Yeah, transmat from another dimension. The TARDIS doesn't fizzle. It's more of a...
Yeah, fun story. Fun story. Recommend. Look, it's free, mate. What can I tell you? You know, they ask. They say the scholars ask why are there 10 commandments? Why indeed are there 10 commandments? Because they came to the Jews and said, actually the full story is like this. Yeah, the first thing goes to the Sodomites and say, would you like? God goes and says, do you want the Bible? It's yours, mate. You can have it. So, well, what's in it? It says, no sodomy. I'm like, well, the Sodomites are like, well, it's kind of it's my job description, mate, right? You know, what do you want? So no, not for us, right? And he goes to the Ishmaelites who were like, there's no bestiality. It's really, we really like fucking sheep, right? We really super duper enjoy that. And they're like, well, it says, no sheep fucking. It's like, really? What about camel? Camels too. Not for us, right? So eventually comes to the Jews. And God says, do you want the Bible? And the Jews goes, well, how much is it? It says free. So, well, commandments, we'll take 10, mate. Pom. It's Bible humor here tonight. Fine. Don't go because everybody always does. Westworld. It's the season finale. It's probably the series finale. They left a path for the next season. They want to do another season. They're not doing another season. It was getting 300,000 viewers, right? Down from season 2, it was getting like 900,000. Down from season 2 was getting 900,000. Season 2 was getting 1.8, and season 1 was like 3, right? It's not getting a 5th season. That being said, I would love it to get a 5th season, but it's like for me, the story you can explore it in other media at this point, right? It'll be a fantastic as comics. You want to do it as audio. There's so much ways they could do it, right? They could do it as a video game. Video game be great. I mean, there's ways they could tell the story, right? Which I think will be interesting. If you've never seen Westworld, it doesn't matter, right? Most of the characters are dead. Most of the stories are over, right? It doesn't matter, right? Now this is the denouement, really, where it's a very nihilistic ending, right? And I really love that it's so nihilistic. But it's optimistic as well. So essentially, what happened was what, right? It was this: mankind made a theme park where they had perfect robots in it. They basically made them to have sex and to kill them, right? To fuck and kill, right? And they gave it a nice Western environment. You got hints there are other worlds, there's a samurai world. You know, this is based on a 1970s movie where there's 3 worlds: Westworld, Roman world, medieval world. Have we got a vacation for you, Delos? Yeah. So this, I think, really spiritually ends the same way as that movie, which was what was it, Richard? Let me look it up. 1 second. Westworld movie in the 1970s. It also had a very bleak, nihilistic ending. Was it James Brolin? Richard Benjamin, right? It was Richard Benjamin. Left a broken and dejected man at the end of it. So this feels like, kind of the same, right? And I think reasonably similar themes and messages going through it. So essentially, mankind have made this theme park that people can have sex in and kill in with these perfect robots. The creator of them knew they were going to become sentient, right? And so that's what took up most of the first season, about the first one becoming sentient, Dolores, and her journey. The second season was all about the revolution and killing lots of people. Third season was about breaking man free of human constraints. But the fourth season was about how these robots, whether there was more versions of them, went insane and ended up controlling humanity. So by this season, they've this Dolores robot had made copies of herself and put them in duplicates of real people. One of those duplicates was this woman, Tessa Thompson, who in this episode does a good job. You know, I slag her off as having one acting style fits all. In this episode, I actually liked her performance. It might be the CGI. You'll see later. The CGI is off the freaking charts in this. I mean, I like Battlestar Galactica, especially that third season. You know, when you got to see the Cylons really close up. There's a scene where Boltar goes really close to a Cylon Centurion. You see like the dents and rivets in it, and freaking gorgeous on Blu-ray. Love it. I absolutely love a bit of Battlestar. I will put this up there with it. This is one of the all-time greats in science fiction, right? It really is. I rate it so highly. This is up there with 2001, right? I think this is a really wonderful piece of science fiction. So, basically, this version of Dolores named herself Charlotte Hell after the woman she was taking over, and was driven insane and enslaved humanity with this like long-winded plan to infect them with a black goo via bees, which she did. And it took like 30 years, and now it's 30 years later, right? And basically robots, they have so much control over humanity, they can do anything. They treat them very much like the humans treated the robots in the original Westworld, right? And the basic idea is give them power, everybody fucks everybody else over, right? Which I kind of hear. Yeah, that's one of the basic rules of reality. So they notice though that when sometimes humans will be able to break out their conditioning, and when they do, the robots can have a game chasing them down. There it is. The newsflash. Tessa does good. It is. It really is that, right? So they chase the. But when they had was it Contact? Back in season 6 would be based on Wayne's World, quite rightly so. Thank you, Matthew Powder. It's really funny. That's really genuinely made me laugh. Yeah, so they chase that. So when they have contact with these humans that are broken out, the robots normally kill themselves within 48 hours, right? So the Tessa Thompson robot, who's in charge, who's the only one with real free will, she's decided to have all the humans eliminated in a couple of hours, right? And you know, she has control. They will absolutely do that. They'll all kill themselves on command. Okay, so the person who built Westworld is this piece of shit called William, essentially. And the reason it was built because his father-in-law had this idea of transferring his consciousness into a robot body. It never really worked, right? It never really worked. But you know, you get bits. Now I'm thinking about, you've had bits in the when you flash forward to the far future, which is interesting in context now. Now we know what happens, right? So because he's had contact with one of these outliers, right? They have this guy, William, right, who goes to the park a lot. He dresses in black and kills and rapes and murders, right? He starts off being a good person, but is eventually corrupted, right? And he's trying to break out this robot Dolores out of her loop, right? Just by being awful to her, I think. You know, or he has so much disgust for her that she can't remember the time they spent together. You know, he keeps torturing her, like basically raping and murdering her and her family, right? But that again, that's part of her breaking out of her conditioning, a loop, which then she goes on in later seasons to want to do to humanity itself. So anyway, I digress. He's been so they made he's basically been trapped in this suspended animation thing, and not been allowed to die. And they made the Tessa Thompson robots made a robot version of him who's oversees the city, and played by Ed Harris, the Man in Black. And he's very, very good at it, but he's had contact with. He keeps unthawing the real version of him, and he's been going insane. Right, you see him going slowly insane, and the robot going insane, and you see Ed Harris, the real version of the character, driving him insane because he's insane as well, right? And the idea is like the last man standing, survival of the fittest. So and he wants to carry on in this robot. So he breaks out the control of the Tessa Thompson robot, and he commands all the people using these big sound wave things to just kill everybody. A robot called host or human, and the last man standing is the last man. He wants to kill everything, right? And he goes off into the city to fight another day. So it starts off chaos, absolute chaos in the city, right? Everybody's dead, people are shot. It's crazy, right? It's freaking nutballs. And we end up, this is one of the robots I think the last time we saw him in the second season, he was like a hillbilly outlaw in Westworld, and very, very violent, right? So he's like having a great time. So this is fucking insane, right? I've seen so many robots killed. Yeah, this is like living it. He's loving it, right? And she's like, we're gonna die, right? And then all of a sudden, dunk! Somebody stabs him hunks him in the back of the neck with an axe, right? And she runs off and gets shot, and he's like going and hacking people. Then he gets shot, right? And there's this guy at the top of the show, like quietly taking people out, and going and like yeah, okay, I'm gonna be the last one standing, and boom, he's shot as well. He gets the car keys from this other guy, and comes Ed Harris, Man in Black, the real last man standing, right? And he wants to just kill everything. So run through the titles. And the title, I think I'm understanding more what this is about, right? This is about this is the bee they use to control mankind. This is a piano key, but also I think it's metaphorical for people running upon their pre-chosen tracks, which is one of the reasons I really like this show. It talks about what's free will. How are we really free, right? And like, what's the difference between a slave and a free person, right? And these really are questions that we don't ask, and we really should ask a lot more, right? So I think that's what it represents there. This is the 3D print of the sound tower, right? Oh yeah, and as they left, they blocked the sound. Ed Harris blocked the sound tower so nobody can stop all the humans killing each other. This is how the robots are made, 3D printing. It's also it's echoing the robots will destroy us, right? There's no way you can make them without us being a skeleton. And the great recurring theme of this is the first robot being a self-playing piano, right? So then this image I didn't understand. I think I get the understanding of it now. What it's really talking about is what Westworld is. This we see the piano playing itself. Again, these recurring themes. And that's all like trapped in our own little cells on fire. By the end of this, I think we have an understanding what that's talking about. Maybe. So it starts off. So Tessa Thompson was killed by Tandy Newton last episode, and Tandy Newton's not in this one, sadly. Freaking awesome, right? She deserves a round of applause. I can't wait to do a major rewatch of this whole series. Right, because it's so much better than I realized. Right, this is a season that has saved the show. And it really is. If it gets a fifth season, I'm happy as anything. For me, I'm fine with this being the end. So yeah, this is the tower that's been blown up now. She was killed. So this I found a bit of a cheat, and it annoyed me somewhat. Right, you got these like creepy servitor droids that pick her up. and they repair her, and she's fine, right? You know, when you're shot in the head, that's why they keep this marble, which is your brain. You're shot in the bloody head, right? So then she said, I need to be made stronger. So they like cut off her body. It was like, no, I want to keep my face. I want to keep my scars. So they cut off her body. They put her in this new super strong exoskeleton. And she does. She carries herself differently. She has a kind of like bored Roman emperor feel to it, but now she's got this power behind her, which you haven't really seen before. So she goes and checks out the tower. She's like, and there's this like 3D rendering of the city, and it's glitching away. And we find out more. I thought that was just a representative of the city, which they're controlling with these sound waves, right? Okay, so one of the characters, the ongoing characters, is Bernard, who's now dead, right? Bernard was a robot that was made by the original creator, Anthony Hopkins. What's his name? Wasn't Bernard? It was it seemed like a vague anagram of Bernard. I can't remember, right? Because he killed himself. The original guy killed himself, I think, when he realized that they're building sentience, right? I think that's why. I can't remember. I got to rewatch it anyway. So he's a robot, and he's been most of the androids have escaped to this thing called the Sublime, which is a VR environment where they live thousands of years every second and are completely blissful. He's run through a billion simulations of reality, and he's basically found the one tiny path where there's a teeny tiny chance to save humanity, to save some slither of humanity. No, he knows he could save himself, but he's going to die, right? Although he does save himself in a hastily made upload. We found out last week that he made a copy of himself and Tandy Newton and put himself in the VR environment. So, but he's left a message for Tessa Thompson saying, "There's that this is it. This is the end of reality, right? Everybody's going to kill each other. There's nothing you can do to stop. There's one thing you can do," and leaves a message, right? And she hears a message, and she's not enamored by it, right? She's not happy at all. So meanwhile, Jennifer Jason Leigh. This is Jennifer Jason Leigh, I think. Yeah, she's been living in a city, and she's worked out she has control of the city, and she started dating what's his name? Cyclops from the X-Men. Good-looking chap, right? So who was her robot lover in the original Westworld. And she's realized she has control over reality, but nobody can really see her. So what's going on is this. That she is the and this gets revealed. It's a bit of a slow reveal of the next 2 or 3 minutes, but she is the operating system driving the program that controls humanity. She is a storyteller, and she's written the story for everybody in there, and that's a holographic. She exists in that a hologram recreation of Manhattan, for example, and that's why nobody can really say, but she has complete control over everything, right? But she can't stop people killing each other that she tried to do. So with things not being best, she's glitching away, and she's going around, and she's having a personal revelation, and she asks herself, who left herself this message? There's a like a weird map thing drawn out there, and that weird map thing was the key to her becoming sentient in the first season, right? Like, who left it for her? So she's trying to reason out what's going on, and this is where she understands what she is. Like, she's living a virtual life, right? That's the map, and she's saying that people appeared when she needed them. She's realized that she's created everything in this reality, right? She's created a friend for herself. She created a boss. Like, this is the reality she's created to keep her safe, and she's managed to create her ex-lover, and she feels completely fulfilled. So Jeffrey Wright has told him the message, and she doesn't like it. She's pissed off, right? She goes over to the virtual city and starts stomping on it, right? Stomping on it, which then starts glitching in the city, like, right? And eventually she gets down to the marble, which is the operating system, the drive, the central drive of these robots, and she pulls it out, right? And as she does, the entire her entire universe goes dark, right? And she's taking it somewhere. She's on some kind of mission, right? Off she goes into the city. Meanwhile, a subplot that's been brewing nicely. Aaron Paul from Breaking Bad's in it. He was killed 23 years ago, but they brought him back as a robot. But when you bring somebody back as a robot, they only last a few days, right, before they degenerate to death. His daughter, who's been looking for her all her life, has connected. It's very, very emotional, but they're caught in the riots, the people killing each other, and they've been injured, right? But he's shaking away, and she needs medical attention. So this is another robot from the original Westworld who didn't know he was a robot at the time. It doesn't matter. And he says, "Are you okay?" He says, "What do you mean?" Well, he's shaking out. He said, "I can make it, dude. Oh, I can make it." So okay then. Meanwhile, she as she's walking through his head, somebody gets up and tries to kill her. She just like hacks his face off, right? As she goes to check. This is the man in back, the Ed Harris, the dead version of him, right? Oh, yeah, man. And he meets Evangeline, right? This was another robot from the original Westworld who's out off a fucking tree. Oh, who plays this Westworld host and actress? Westworld host actress. Evangeline. Hang on. And Westworld cast. Okay. Where is she? Okay, well she's got to be here because I just saw Steve Ogg, who's in it less. One second, I'm going through them. Yeah, I like this about deep philosophy and insanely hot chicks. Okay, it's a good combination. It works well. Oh, there she is. Clementine, played by Angela Saffron, right? And oh my God, is this woman stunning? It's like, but out of a fucking box, this cat. So Clementine, she used to be one of the prostitutes in the original Westworld, right? And she's like, you thought you talking about man about you thought you could make him and control him, but you can't. You were wrong, right? Is he breaking woke? He's very woke, Aaron Paul. What can I tell you? But he's a good actor too, so I don't give a shit, okay? You want to put Kevin Spacey in movies too, I'll watch that. I don't give a shit, right? And she's like, you're right, that's why I got to put him down. And she's like, look, they made a break. This is not the world you wanted. The world we created, though. I got to go check out what's out. Says, you're not going to survive, right? They're going to kill you. He said, no, there's places where humanity can go. They're going to go and hide, and I can get in there. He's like, well, they're not going to accept you. He says, I'm not going to go there to be friends. I'm going to go there to murder them, right? Because she's off a fucking tree. And she's like, good luck, Clementine, right? As she heads off to be a bonkers killer robot. Meanwhile, she's looking for Ed Harris, man in black, and she alerts all the hosts near him, the robots near him, go catch him, right? So he gets caught in an ambush, but he's a man in black. He just shoots people in the face. For breakfast. He grabs some 3D glasses, right? And he has a virtual phone call with Tessa Thompson, right? Said, I guess we're playing this to the end, right? And he said, I'll see you at the finish line. He's lost his car, so he sees the horse, says, yeah, fuck yeah, I'm going on the horse. Yeah, he's lost his truck. He's going to get the horses. Meanwhile, Tessa Thompson's in a very, very cool flying drone. Aaron Paul does surgery with a shaky hand with his daughter. They have a bit of a character moment. A creepy guy is trying to break in and kill everybody because that's what's going on in the world now, right? He's stopped by Stubbs, right? Good fight with Stubbs. Kills him, but Stubbs is killed heartbreakingly, right? He knew he was going to die last episode, but he survived. And it's amazing survival on, but he's killed by Clementine, like very viscerally, right? So now she's looking She finds a knife, right? And it's like, oh, that'll be fun to play with. And she's going looking for Aaron Paul and Aaron Paul's daughter. And she's like, you're not going to survive. She's just creepy. Like a creepy robot hot chick. Okay. In the middle of like answering what is life and reality. I like this combination. Okay. I might be in a small group. This might be a small Venn diagram with like creepy hot chicks, robot chicks in mind-bending reality, right? Animal leaps in to save the day, but she's look at it like, this is crazy. I'm going to kill you, right? And this is a great freaking scene. Oh my God, right? As she like, as they fight, and he's shaky with like the DTs of like dying. Great fight scene. Okay, this is great, right? Oh my God, she's about to snap his head off. I put this up with Rutger Hauer killing his creator, or meeting his creator and killing him in Blade Runner. Like, it's not an easy thing to meet your maker, right? It's that was one of the all-time classic robot murdering scenes, right? So she's about to snap his head off, right? And whenever they were in Westworld, whenever they were going to turn them off, they said, okay, I want you to slip into a deep and dreamless slumber, right? So she says that to him as the battery snap his bloody head off. Get ready to slip into a deep and dreamless slumber. But then her daughter comes in and says, I do have one bullet left. Bam! Kills her right in the marble, although Tessa Thompson survived it. So, not as good. So she's got the original Dolores marble. She's alone completely in the dark, right? And now she's realizing how she's created everybody. Meanwhile, the man in black shows up at this hydroelectric dam, which is used to power a digital storage device, which is fused in the granite, right? It's literally in granite. How there is a physical opening into the virtual reality world that the robots live in, I don't know. I've got to do a full rewatch. Yeah, Time to Die. It's up there with the Time to Die scene. You will see incredible things. Yes, I agree with you. Yes, it really is up with that monologue. So I don't know how there is this physical representation of this entrance into the virtual reality world, right? But there is, right? So in he goes, very, very violently. He wants to. His plan. It turns out when he talked to Tess Thompson, is he wants to go there to destroy it, so there is nothing left of reality, of humanity. Like, because humanity is awful, robots are awful. He just wants everything to die, right? It's ultimate nihilism. And she's been talked into by Jeffrey Wright going to save them. So he's turned the coolant off, right? And so they're overheating, and so the entrance to the Sublime is glitching away. Again, this is 4 seasons worth building up to an incredible takedown. This is like the monster overthrowing the creator, right? Which is a constant theme of Westworld, right? Which is basically saying the result of sentience is always going to be overthrowing your creator, right? I don't actually agree with that, right? I think the result of sentience might be, I guess, the result of sentience without understanding a deeper how holistically connected the universe is, right? We are all independent, but anyway, interdependent. Anyway, so we have a great fight sequence. It doesn't go on for too long, but goes on long enough, right? As they stalk each other. And honestly, it could go either way. You don't know who's going to win. However, yes, you do. So the message is left by Jeffrey Wright is this. He's like saying, listen, it's up to you if they're saved or not. I don't know they're going to be saved. It's up to you if you even can be a cog in the machine. All you got to do is reach out with your left hand, right? And you can do this, right? So she sees it and she's like, okay. And so, she finds a gun, he leaves there and shoots the man in black. So, but he has the perfect ending, right, of this character who was like this guy who was spent most of his time in the Western theme park raping and murdering in many Indians, right? So she takes a knife to him, right, and she scalps him, right? She scalps him so she can take out his marble, which is his hard drive. She crushes it. So he's completely dead forever and can be never brought back. He takes her to her boat, her ride out. She meets a girlfriend. Like, okay, I met your lover. That's okay. I wish you liked a bit of dick, but I guess I wasn't around. My fault. My bad. And he's like, but I'm not going with you. I guess because he could be tracked, right? Probably because he's a robot, right? And he's gonna die in a day or so anyway. Like he's like glitching out. He doesn't have much longer to go. And they do again. You get a character resolution for everybody, right? So yeah, I think I feel that he's been brought back from the dead to be given everything that his character wanted and invested in. So she decides to save the Sublime. She turns the calling back on, and she puts the Dolores marble in and uploads it. Right? She's like, okay, and then closes the Sublime. So she's there, and she realizes that there are other people there. So this is what I think they're talking about in the theme in the opening, when you see everybody's in their own bubble, in their own cocoon. That's all that's going to be left of reality, right? Why would the porter be at the Hoover Dam? Because it's got a ripping from Blake 7 a little bit. It's a hydroelectric dam that runs that gives a constant electric supply to this in granite data storage facility, right? So I don't know how scientifically viable it is. I like they went to the trouble of thinking that because it looked very nice too, essentially, right? So she knows everybody in her world now is virtual, right? But now she knows there's other worlds as well, right? Everybody lives in their own cone, in their own cocoon, right? Their own reality. And I think it's like everybody's separated to a great extent, right? Which is like, okay, so for me, that's a narrative thread hanging over, right? Because humanity essentially is dead. There's no saving it, right? And the people will go out and kill everybody, right? This has happened to everybody. So yeah, and also, you're in the virtual world when it's got the black bars at the top and the bottom, right? And so she realizes that he's not real, right? But she likes having him around. And as she realizes he's not real, he starts to become more digital. So she wakes up and then she's with herself. This is her version of herself from the first season. And this is a version of herself that became self-aware, right? So it says the world's over, right? The world is here. All that's left of the world is us, is this, right? This is the record of humanity. This may be a place where we can start over from, but this is the all that's left. Right, and we have to preserve it. Right, we have to preserve this world that is now over. As they head off, they're saying no one's really going to survive. Which again, for me, nihilistic, but man, a great ending to this. Right, so she walks off into this destroyed world, wondering how on earth they're going to. Oh man, is it moving up still? Hang on. I'm not getting it's moving. Hang on. Oh, there you go. Fine, it is. Now it's moving again. Right, so she heads off into this virtual world, knowing it's the only record of humanity. Right. Meanwhile, Tessa Thompson heads out, her job done, takes off her battle armor, and then you can't really see it, but she's a skeletal robot of herself. She takes off her skin, right, and she looks into the sunset. And she opens her face up. It's such great CGI. And she pulls out her marble and crushes it, right? She commits suicide because her world is over. The world is over. And so this is the world now. This is all the world is. So she says, you know what? There's time for one last game, right? There's time for one last game. So I think she's going to try and rehabilitate humanity somehow. And you see her remaking the world, right? And she remakes it into Westworld, right? So now we're in a virtual reality environment of Westworld to play a game. What is this? This seems to be like a way, again, of rehabilitating sentient humanity. Maybe there's a way to move forward, right? And create new robot bodies and create new civilization. But it's the end of our world, right? Which I think that is and I think that's the story, right? This is they'll be lucky if they get a fifth season. I'll be amazed if they get a fifth season. especially with the temperature being what it is at HBO Discovery. This for me is the perfect off point. Every story is over. It leaves her with this one last story of how she hopes to reform humanity, maybe, right? But to me, it's an unnecessary story, right? Whatever it is, it's not real, right? It doesn't matter. So, but I do find this fascinating, right? This evolution of humanity, this evolution of reality. It's just I just find the whole thing absolutely fascinating. If they end it here, I'm, as I said, totally fine with it. This is a sci-fi classic, right? This is an absolute sci-fi classic. Doing exactly what science fiction is supposed to do. It's really knocked it out the park. It really has. The Valiana is Doomsday Bond. That could be true. She could be wanting to make a megabyte modem. Fine. With that, I'm going to wrap up. I'm going to wish you all good evening. Thank you for joining me tonight. I don't think Dan's on side. Dan is joining me tomorrow night. Here, let me do this. Share screen. I'll show you what we got coming up. 1 second. Share screen. There you go. Oh, I tell you. Yeah, so this is tomorrow night. Dan will be joining me, hopefully, along with Keith Isles, right? And we will be doing a full retrospective of Strange New Worlds season 1. What else we have coming up? This is great. I haven't got a thumbnail for the new one. I did today. I have to make that tomorrow. But this is great. This will be probably Thursday, right? Because I'm not on Thursday, Friday, or Saturday, Sunday. I'm back with a live show. What about? I don't know. I'll have the new Doctor Who magazine to review, right? I got the new Sandman review coming out. That's the Doll's House. I'll record this tomorrow, the Revelation of Daleks. I mean, I'm glad there's a new DVD box set coming out because I'm basically done with this now, right? But do join me tomorrow night for, I'm calling this Live at 5 Extra, right? Live at 5 Extra, special report. Strange New Worlds Season 1 documentary. Thank you, everybody, for joining me tonight. Join me tomorrow.